Gas is closing in. Kill confirmed. We located the rest of them. Enemy soldier incoming.
Numero.
Loading fresh mag.
He's just standing there, menacingly.
Now before we talk about the game, let's talk about its history real quick. Now, Dead Island 2 was first announced for release in 2014, where it was all over websites for pre-order, and we had seen beta footage. It was playable at certain little game events, and really, it was insane to see how much had already been done. We were all ready to play, however, most of us were unaware we would have to wait almost a decade to see the game be finished. And well, that didn't sit right with a lot of people, and it left most of us thinking we'd probably never see a sequel to our favorite zombie game. Radio silence for years left many of us discouraged on the idea that Dead Island 2 would ever happen, until last year, December of 2022. We heard information that Dead Island 2 had been picked up by another studio and was finally in active development after years of silence. And now, it had a pre-order date. That was insane. It went up for pre-order just before January and was set to be released in February. However, it didn't end up being released in February, and that scared a lot of people. We thought that maybe by some chance this game that had been in development hell for almost a decade and had finally had some kind of work done on it would be scrapped or put on a back burner once again. Thankfully, that was not the case. They pushed it to April, and we found that it would be released a week earlier than previously set after record-setting pre-orders were put down. And well, that made us all sparkle. All of this information brings us to today, 6 days in on Dead Island 2. And I'm here to talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly. Now let's talk about the good. This game is one of the most visually appealing games I've ever seen. The LA hills here are put together beautifully and scarily. It drags you in, the scenery keeps you guessing. You'll never know when you'll find a crater or when you'll find a house that you can go into or when you can break the glass somewhere. When there are cars lurking around every corner, you just never know. When you hit a zombie and you watch the flesh melt from its face, or you see its jaw begin to break, or bones begin to pop out of its arms, it feels so realistic. You feel as if you're playing a horror movie, and that is something that I just love. This is a horror game that I have wanted my entire life. It genuinely scares me to play this game in the dark, and that is not something I've seen in a very long time from a very large studio. Truth be told, it feels like we spoke and the developers for this game listened. These are all my opinions, these are my thoughts. You may not share these opinions, and I understand that, but this is my unbiased review of this game so far. Alrighty, Moonlighters, now that you've heard my opinions, it's time for yours. Go play the game, let me know your thoughts on it. I'll see you in the next video.
And I'll see you in LA.
Y'all.
Well, it ain't. I'm gone. Can't worry about me dropping on y'all. That boy just sniped the fuck out of me in the car. What the fuck? And
Confirmed, and we located the
Night,
rest
night.
of them.